Louisville. It would be a cardinal sin, in fact, to overlook the #2 team in the AC levels. This will be a fun one today. Corby Otis leads off the batting 9-0 the count. Again, Sandercock the Champ Series in the Women's College World Series, that a couple of years ago. This ball on the ground to Devin Flaherty. Flaherty was on that team, and give us a chance to take a look at her numbers, Tiffany.
Yeah, and I think you talk about decorating. She's done.
This is a Louisville lineup that leads the AC.
No such thing as moral victories in the game that we play. So.
This one on the ground to first. Nice pick by Mac Leonard, and 2 up, 2 retired now for Florida. Fan history has 21 this year alone. That's also a single season record. On the ground, this time to third. All on the infield, and Harding fires it to first to retire the side. Seen a couple of years ago in the Women's College World Series, set a World Series record for hits in the series at that. Grounded out to put an end to the top of the first, but here's her numbers as a pitcher. Keep teams closer to the ground and within the confines of the ballpark. This one elevated straightaway center. Inside park will hold. Otis secures out number. Mableton, Georgia. A career that began by Duke in the semifinals. Then Duke would knock off Clemson in the championship game. Janai Kerr up the middle and through for a single for 300. So it really does help bolster the point of how solid they are.
Okay, I know I have to be careful because they can hit. They can hit really good.
Only play is to first, and it gets away. Janai Kerr, infielder yourself, you go, uh-oh, because it was kind of in that no man's land in the infield type position, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
infield, and everybody around the country knows it. Sophomore from Sneads, Florida. Batting average on the...
So everything being on TV, and now we know what to pitch. You know, how can we attack Michaela Edenfield, and she's working and really understanding also the scouting piece. And so have in the circle.
Well, she's a two-way player, and so too is Mac Leonard, and Roby gets the better.
And it's what you have to do if you want to continue to build onto that culture.
Off the end of the bat of Sarah Gordon. 1 up, 1 down, 1 pitch. OPS north of 1,000 as well. Approaches different ideas on how they want to hit against different pitchers. And so they're looking for those quality plate appearances, as does everybody, really, and that's especially in players do bring a considerable amount of experience that has been valuable to this program. Florida State fans hope a strikeout will happen. They won't get it. Ground ball here to Muffley, but they will get out number 3. 6 up, 6 down, 6 in tournament here in a week's time. Weak ground ball to third. Plays to first. It is in time. Nice job by Alexander to retire Waycaser. For context's sake, when everybody goes up to South Bend, it'll be commensurately made statements all year. And Devin Flaherty works another walk. Folks, Flaherty to this point this year, I'm going to read this off. 31 bases. On the run she goes into second. Throw got there seemingly in time, but
she'll take it.
Off the end of the bat, back to Roby. Roby recollects and fires to first to retire Dak. From Michigan, who started her career at Tulsa, whose athletic conquest began as a hockey player, golfs this to third, and the play floats to first to retire the side. And on the ground, Leonard. That's the third ground out to Leonard, and that is another 1 pitch. Abe's 23 pitches for Sandercock through the first 7 she's seen, Tiffany. Is that any good?
Really trying to be aggressive, but also her good pitches working that drop ball. It's enticing. It's hard. You think
good numbers for Garrity at the bottom of the order.
Bats at the top of the lineup, the opportunity to score some runs.
In play, Flaherty gets the force at second to retire Pickle Winkler. On the ground this time to Muffley. Nice pick and a dart to first to retire Otis at the top of the order.
You're a right-handed hitter, at least make an adjustment. You see that she's really coming in tight on those hands. So if you're going to sit on that pitch, make an adjustment to get those hands, hone in on those quality at bats.
And a different opportunity here now for Florida. And that'll drop. Florida State stringing them together. That ball squirted past Garrity and right. That will allow Mudge to come and touch home.
Great piece of hitting, I think, from Janai Kerr, but that ball, just as an outfielder, your job is to keep that ball in front of you, and that's one that Garrity has to keep in front of you. In front of her, I guess, on the flip.
So a whole host of opportunities now for the Noles to tack on a. This one will drop, and Florida State leads 2-0. The bloop single for the catcher gets the job done for the Noles.
Michaela Enfield does even better, working her hands through that ball and doing just enough not to hit it, too deep for an out. Again, she doesn't crush the ball, but she does make an adjustment in left field.
Leonard to left, and a nice play out there by Allie Alexander in foul territory. Goals by Mudge and Janai Kerr, combined with an error in right. On the ground to short. Hess to first, but it pulled File off the bag. Florida State will keep it going here. Freshman out of Miami, Florida, hails from the Doral area down there. Here, it's a chance, while the lead still hasn't gotten overwhelmingly huge, to. And that is exactly what Zabala does. A strikeout to Devin Flaherty.
And how big is that for the ACC? And just, again, talking about the growth, dominant here, because it's a great opportunity in so many fronts for Louisville and trying to solidify and etch their name in that post. How many teams? I think the question now is how many teams are we going to get in?
Janai Kerr could not quite catch up to that fly. Sarah Gordon, for her part, has had a great year at the plate, coming into this season, no less. This one elevated out to left field, and Gordon! Oh boy, we got a whole new ball game now. Fantastic freshman indeed.
Here makes a good adjustment. That rise ball looks like up and in from Kat Sandecock, and Gordon does a great job just keeping her hands inside that ball and really staying through and really giving, like you said, her team a lot.
This one's hit pretty well on a line out to center, but there to make the play is Janai Kerr. Difference player for the Dukes, and hits this one to second. Flaherty retires File, but again, we got a whole new. Certainly had plenty of pop this year.
That was a good one. When she, makes a big hit, but the home run should probably be the Jack.
Great play by. Only way to do that is to put one over the wall, which she's done it occasionally, but it pinstripes. Nice piece of hitting right back up the middle and through for Josie Muckley, the shortstop, working a little.
I'm too early, or maybe I'm getting my hands, leaking outside of my body a little bit.
Zabala will try to crack the code. That's off her glove, and that will allow Mudge to reach safely. There you go. Put it in play, create some chaos.
I think that's a fair ruling.
On the ground, that'll get through. Florida State will take the lead right back. Coming home is Josie Muckley. Now the throw goes in and is out. Throw back to second. Did it get her? No. Ellie Harding 1-2 to Florida State's third baseman. O'Brien has a ton of speed, and Harding certainly has plenty of potential to drive a ball, but drives one into Otis's glove to put an end to the inning.
If not, we'll start with one for Louisville, but then also, they're thus far. And I don't know, how could you forget obstruction? You got to throw that in there.
Ground ball to Bethany Keene, taking over at first. Retire Allie Alexander. Ground ball here to Devin Flaherty. Plenty of time for Flaherty. And 2.
That is such a tough pitch to hit.
Down she goes. And so there's the first strikeout of the game for Kat. A couple of earned runs of her own still in the game after 5 innings of work. Janai Kerr has come through.
Statement to make. One with the opportunity.
And speaking of an opportunity, Edenfield had an opportunity to punish. Solid numbers for Gabby Holloway, 38 2/3 innings of work, 15.
I think Mr. Addison maybe had a better view, but that one's fair.
That'll work. And Autumn Belvi running on the pitch will head to third. The throw goes all the way to third, so Leonard is safe at speed. But part of having that speed, even if you don't naturally, and all of that puts a player like Hallie Waycaser, the reigning conference player of the week, in a good position to drive in Belvi for another run for the Noles. And so the base paths are clear.
Times, if you come to the plate 10 times, 6 of those times you're going to be out, right? And so you play a game of failure. You got to learn how to go. Here's the Florida State Seminoles, the successful six, and knowing too that you have some postseason ahead of you.
Holloway makes the play to first to retire the transfer from the University of South Seminoles here at the Seminole Softball Complex. 2-run game. We've seen them erase a 2.
Being the table setter, especially in a tight game like this.
Muffley got the speedy center fielder down the line.
At first base.
This one elevated to right center. Waycaser can't make the play. Kerr's on top of it. Muffley will fire to third. Louisville's dugout. Otis, after reaching, will now. And the plot thickens once again. The latest big-time moment for the freshman out of Portland, Oregon. Up the laptop once again. And you've seen that Florida State's led once or twice for Louisville. Career home run leader. Single-season home run leader. Hit this one a mile high in the air, but the park and Waycaser will hold. It's a different look. Hit a 2-run home run off of Catherine Sandercock. Excuse me, for the first time, I should say. That's a weak ground ball. Muffley, plenty of time. Got it to first to retire the catcher. This one driven out to right field. Waycaser on her horse and secures out number 3. Tip the cap. .60. 8 walks to 34 strikeouts. Really not.
That every team wants to beat you, and really just highlighting what they've done this year and how they
intentful, dependable, and energetic. It's been their mantra this year. And though Mudge is retired at first, Kaylee Rafter will lobby the kind of results that Florida State has pulled as well. A little bit of talent helps too, as Kerr pops this one to left. That'll be out number 1. Every day, things are going to go pretty well, and things are perhaps going to go pretty well for Florida State. They continue to put the pat on the ball pretty good. Quality play out.
She hit that ball on a rocket. I think both Muffley and Mudge thought that ball was
a run in the top of the 7th. Will they need more is the question.
It's cool to see, but
Edenfield to left center and out of the glove of Otis. Extra insurance for the Noles.
Yeah, really good job right there. I mean, really, she didn't even finish her swing. I'm kind of scared to know what would have happened had she went all the way through that, but really good backspin right there, getting that ball to carry, and just
State a couple of years ago. Tremendous player with Illinois Stars, and you have to know she transferred here with these moments in mind, what she wanted to play for, and now she and Horf Sem in place of Allie Alexander. It's funny, Holly April told us just yesterday, she said, I don't believe in telling my team good luck. Kayla Hurst transferred in from the University of Utah. Check swing, and Hurst will walk on 5 pitches, just like 5.
Really quick with 2 strikes after giving up.
Play, 1-2. Huge strikeout for Reed. That'll settle things down a little bit. Garrity grounding into a double play.
Exactly what you want, right? Try to turn this lineup over.
Everybody got back in time. As it stands, though, that's a 7. And that is good to being tied for 4th in a single. And will walk. Despite the K-time chance, the bases are now if Lotus finds a way aboard in this one. 0-1. Off of Reed's glove, everybody will be safe, and the Cards will scratch across their 4th run of the game. And in fact,
and I think this is a great timeout right here.
Save for a Sarah Gordon home run. Down she goes! And in this seminal moment, it's the Seminoles' season. They win.